The lobby has been made. The finals are ready. Battle of the Americas number 13. Hey,
I'm ready.
What are you predicting? What's gonna happen?
Predicting Nina is gonna win based on what I heard on the stream. Nina said she's very confident. She predicted a proxy.
Oh.
So we'll see.
She predicts proxy hatch? Question mark?
That's what I heard. Some kind of proxy.
So you think Nina's gonna win? What's the score gonna be?
3-1.
3-1. Okay. I'm gonna say Nina wins 3-1.
Okay. Well, speaking of Nina, here in the top right corner of the map, as the yellow Protoss player playing for X on Gaming, is Nina.
Ooh, nice. Giving him props. And here we have in the lower left-hand corner, representing Cosmos Esports, as well as the land of Colombia, Latin American Zergs everywhere, especially since he took down the king himself, Cham. We have eGGz. Okay, so far, there's no drone moving out across the map. No proxy hatch.
Yet.
It's still early in the series. We could see it in future games, unless you mean this game specifically, in which case I'd have to question you and your soberness. But yeah, all right. So far, pretty straight up, pretty standard. Hatch cast pool. I'm surprised that Nina isn't being as annoying with this probe in this matchup as in other matchups.
What are you gonna do? It's a Zerg player.
Yo, it's hatch gas pool. Lings are a long way away. You can be annoying with that probe.
What is the probe gonna do? Oh, let me gas steal real quick. Let me put a pylon right next to your hatchery and pretend I'm gonna counter rush you.
You can do some stuff. You can gas steal.
There's nothing to like.
Yo. You don't think that Nina could get a drone kill?
No.
No? Oh.
Doing what? Is she gonna like go to the middle line and like start zapping away at a drone? The drone just like turn around, just bitch slap that drone away. It's like, nah. Hashtag me too.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
That probe should be annoying.
Yeah.
We got a Stargate.
Yo, I'm saying in the future game, if Nina starts zapping away with the probe, fucking called it.
It's not gonna happen. Stargate, but really quick third.
Yeah, we're getting
eGGz.
Pretty fast third base. Meanwhile, we do have a Stargate opener. I think this is the first time we're seeing a Stargate opener today, right?
Well, for our cast, yes.
Yeah.
Could be possible that Nina went Stargate earlier, but you never know.
Yeah, that's true.
It is a Stargate. Overlord is trying to go and scout in. I don't think there's going to be a stalker out fast enough, and
yep,
it's going to be a Phoenix.
Does end up scouting that Stargate in the end, and we have a Phoenix.
It's a Phoenix. So, how many oracles?
How many oracles?
How many oracles?
How many oracles? One.
One?
Maybe two, but
zero
one.
Oracles.
Well, yeah. All right, we'll see. What's gonna come out?
Oh, damn it.
One. There you go.
All right. I was hoping Nina was gonna mind game, big brain play like me, but no, it's not. So it's probably gonna be a standard 2 Oracle Phoenix. Go into the natural, pick up the queen, zap the dronies.
Yeah.
All
Pretty
that sweet stuff.
Straight up. Yeah. Meanwhile, eGGz, he is prepared for the Stargate opener as he did scout it, throwing down a couple of spores. He's got a queen in each base, getting a pretty fast lair. So far, no tech of choice has been thrown down. So far only 2 gases, no Roach Warren or Baneling Nest. What are you thinking? Well, like right now, like the world is his oyster. Like eGGz could go into anything. I feel like.
It's gonna be Hydras.
Hydras? It could happen. We've seen it before. Did we see that yesterday? Like Ling Hydra?
I think so.
Yeah.
Possibly?
I think so. I think we saw that.
I think it's gonna be Hydras. Either Hydras or Nidus Swarmhost.
Nidus Swarmhost? That's out of fashion right now. I haven't seen that in a while, and it is Hydras.
Called it.
Not Nidus Swarmhost, but yeah, we did see Ling Hydra the other day, I believe, yesterday actually, come out, and it's definitely something that can work. We'll see whether or not eGGz decides to throw in a Baneling Nest. There are 2 different variants available, one with, one without. We will see. As a 3-base Hydra push can do a lot of damage if the Protoss player isn't prepared for it.
2 Evo base going down, so probably both attack. No Baneling Nest, just like you said. The 2 Oracles going in, zapping away at the drones. 2 kills so far. 3.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Whoa.
5?
6?
6 total with 1 Oracle lost. Nina does see the Hydra list, so
yep.
She knows that Hydras are out on the map. Robo facility has gone down. Probably disruptors?
Yeah,
Crosses?
I mean, I do believe that since Nina did spot the Hydra list, which was so important, Nina did make the decision to throw down that robotic spay, and either Colossus or disruptors would be good against this. I think Colossus may be better, just because it's going to be Ling Hydra, but either one could work.
Stasis traps going down, very, very good. I like stasis traps, the usage of stasis traps after can't do any more damage to oracles.
Yeah,
does buy a lot of time, in my opinion. Range attack and carapace being researched, which is interesting. I figured in ZVP you don't get armor, just get full-on attack.
Yeah, definitely interesting that eGGz does opt to go for that armor upgrade. Especially since he's going Ling Hydra, right? So the Lings won't be as effective as they would be if he had gone for a melee. And there we have it. We have Colossus on the way.
Still no Baneling Nest, so no splash. Oh, actually, just kidding. There is a Baneling Nest with Baneling Speed being researched.
Okay.
That. So it's gonna be Ling Bane Hydra. So it's gonna be a fight of getting the Banes crash into the Protoss army as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And using the Hydras to add extra DPS. Those Banelings across the map are kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, they could waddle into a bunch of, like, a Mineral Lion or even the Oracles.
I think they do see the Banelings. It's finished. That's a lot of Banelings wasted, in my opinion. Not worth it for the amount of Adepts, catch. I feel like those Banelings would have been better if the speed finished and they just walked into the natural.
Yeah, definitely. So it is nice that Nina did catch those Banelings in the end, forcing a couple of them to go off prematurely and the army to move back as well. But so far, Nina hasn't really dealt much economic damage. Nina came in with, never mind though, looks like the armies may clash here, but eGGz decides to move back, especially since, Baneling speed isn't even done yet.
Baneling speed hasn't been finished yet. It is a wide open space, which is good for eGGz. No real place to kind of force field except for that middle pillar looking thingy. I guess a spire going down for eGGz, possibly corruptors, and a Broodlord transition after. Yeah,
we do have an infestation pit as well, so we could see Hive on the way and corruptors being made. Meanwhile, eGGz, he is taking a 5th base. This is pretty solid, macro. The eGGz has been left alone, other than the Oracle harassment in the beginning of the game. He's been able to just drone up to his heart's content, and eGGz is kind of getting into the swing of things. Has to be careful though, this army could be caught out by the Colossus.
Yeah, Nina is trying to do her best to move around, protect all her bases, but like you said, eGGz is just doing whatever eGGz wants.
Yeah.
Getting more bases, getting all the tech that they want, and if eGGz maxes out with the decent art, with a pretty good army, it might just crush Nina's army, to be fair.
Yeah, I do feel like, especially as a Protoss player, you want to be like applying pressure to the Zerg and harassing and just kind of doing as much as you can to not let the Zerg do this, to do whatever he wants, right? Like I feel like that's kind of the goal you want to go for. But in the end, we'll see, as of all things, Mutalisks are being made. Okay. All right.
I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, there aren't too many Stalkers here. There is a Stargate, so Phoenixes can be made, but at the moment, I'm kind of worried. This isn't a very big army from Nina.
It's not, but I think there are sentries in there that have full energy, so they might benefit from the uses of force fields if Nina gets a good place to fight. But yeah, it's just, we'll see how this fight goes.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, actually, are there sentries in this? I don't think there are.
There's like
are there?
2. I see 2.
Okay,
3.
I think there's 2. They're like underneath the Colossus. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's hard to see them.
eGGz is trying to get a surround on this army, waiting to pounce, but it's gonna be a little difficult. There are like good, I guess, like walls around Nina's position right now, so she can force field pretty decently, but it's still a bit open. The only problem is there isn't anything to break the force field, so Nina might have a chance, but Banelings are coming in, surrounding everything, Zerg is coming in, Hydras are everywhere, Corruptors are taking out all the Colossus, Immortals all dead. That's an easy cleanup for eGGz, and eGGz is just going to push out across the map.
eGGz just ate that army, and to be fair, there is a large army here for defense, as well as all these stasis wards, so Nina is set up pretty nicely defensively, but she lost so many of her high-tech units. All of her Colossus, as well as her Archons, went down.
Yeah, and that's going to be a pain to rebuild. She only has 1 robo facility, I believe, so she's only building 1 Colossus at a time. She got the fleet beacon, so more Phoenix upgrades, perhaps?
Yeah, more Phoenixes are being made as well, which is kind of a surprising choice to me. To be fair, Nina did spot the Corruptors, so maybe trying to get Phoenixes to do with that, but even then, are Phoenixes what you want against Corruptors?
I mean, I would personally get Void Rays, but, you know.
Yeah, Void Rays, or maybe even wait for something like Tempest. I'm questioning these Phoenixes, to be honest. But to be fair, there are Broodlords on the way already, so they will help nonetheless.
Hence why I get the Void Rays.
yeah. I do feel like they'd be better. Well, there's not too much here, but
I don't know if Nina saw the Broodlords when she was pushing out, poking with those Stalkers, but Broodlords are out on the map, and there's a fair number of them, I believe.
Yeah.
And that Baneling hurdle on the side of the map about to crash into the fort, I think is really scary. Nina's very afraid of that as well, I believe.
This is really bold, pushing out with all these High Templar. Like, I hope Nina's ready to recall, but the Banelings are crashing in. They get a couple of High Templar. Oh god.
Ooh! No. All right. Well, Broodlords have been found out by Nina. And Nina's gotta go home. Go home.
Oh no, the High Templar are getting caught.
High Templars are getting caught and dying. 19 probes went down in that Baneling run by, which is terrible.
But the Phoenixes,
that's a lot of Phoenixes. And oh wow, they're melting those
yeah, they're not focus firing the Broodlords, so I kind of want Nina to just dive in and kill as many as she can, because there aren't that many Corruptors to protect them, to be honest. But there are a lot of Hydras though.
There are a lot of Hydras. There's only 2 Colossus. If she had all those High Templars still, I think it would have been a better outcome. These Phoenixes are trying to chase down these Broodlords, and they did get a fair number of them. Another one picked off, one at half health still. Another Baneling run by in a possible future.
Yeah, is setting up as well. Nina is, to be fair, it's lucky that Nina hasn't fully saturated her mineral line here. Only 4 workers going down that time, but yeah, I do like that she's being very proactive with these Phoenixes, trying to snipe as many Broodlords as she can. And, you know, we can see the army supply is kind of starting to even out.
Yeah, Nina just barely taking the lead in that. But I don't know, I feel like more Colossus, more AoE would be beneficial for this army, especially like Storm and things.
Yeah.
A few Oracles to like put on Revelation or Stasis Traps perhaps, or even help at the low, getting the ground units. Good storms. A lot of Hydras are softened up. A lot of Banelings as well. Colossus trying to do what they can, but that's a lot of Corruptors. I'm gonna say, yeah, coming in. I don't think Nina has maybe one storm left, perhaps.
Yeah, like she is definitely lacking in High Templar, and it looks like the Phoenixes are pushing in. There aren't that many Hydras to protect the Broodlords, so it looks like all the Broodlords will go down from the Phoenixes. They're getting focused. There's only 3 left. 4.
Yeah, in the north, a lot of the Hydras did get caught in that Stasis Trap. The air superiority does go to Nina to clean up all the Corruptors, clean up all the Broodlords, and Nina's just swinging forward now. Yeah. She's got the momentum. She can reinforce. More Corruptors are being created, but only a few Hydralisks are being made.
You know, I doubted the Phoenixes, but in the end they worked out. Like, it was really good. Part of it was because a lot of the Hydralisks did get caught in that Stasis Trap, so they couldn't protect the Broodlords. And now Nina, look at the army supply. It just swings in her favor.
You know, making sure all these Corruptors are gonna die. She doesn't want to deal with Broodlords again, I believe. So that's why she's hunting these down so hard. And I don't know, it's just, I think if Nina has some more AoE, Storms, Archons, a few more Colossus, I think this is gonna be a good cleanup for her.
Yeah, like it was scary for a while there for Nina, as she kind of gave eggs as much room as he needed to get to Broodlords. But despite getting to Broodlords, Nina in the end was ready for it. Despite only having a handful of storms as well, she's able to push through. She's able to kill this base, and there's only 2 Broodlords left and a couple of infestors.
Also trying to GG.
GG.
I think a fungal was in mine, but energy was not there, perhaps.
Nicely done. Yeah, they were on very low energy. They had less than half, all 4 of them. But even if there were fungals, there was no follow-up. There were literally just those infestors, really. Like, what a game. Yeah.
Taking it.
Honestly, for the majority of that game, it looked like eGGz was ahead, and I mean, in a lot of ways he was. But at the end of the day, Nina, she took the engagement that she needed after losing the majority of her army. Remember, all of her Colossus got caught out, and even after that, she had a bunch of High Templar getting caught out by Banelings and by Broodlords. But despite that, hiding all of those Phoenixes and then coming out with like 15 plus Phoenixes to focus down the Broodlords, it paid off.
Yeah, I hope. Oh man, it was getting a little sketchy at the end. Just like you said, but I think Nina found the right composition, which surprisingly worked, I guess. Yeah,
I feel like I feel like Void Rays would have worked as well. The game would have looked different because, again, with Void Rays, I mean, it works either way, right? Because there's the Void Ray speed upgrade as well, so you can try and chase down Corruptors and Broodlords more efficiently with them as well. So yeah, like either way, like she was able to make it work, and she takes game 1.
Are we in game 2 yet? What's the map? What are we going into?
Oh, there we go. Nina has made the map. How did this get through? As game number 2? Oh my god.
Is it Golden Wall?
Yep. Yes, it is. Golden Wall. What did they veto?
Everything else.
Are we gonna see
Looks like it's gonna be NK versus Nina. I'm excited.
Oh, let's go, Caster.
Let's go.
Casters unite.
Casters unite. Ready for the game. Ready checks.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Getting into game number 2 on Golden Wall of all maps. Getting in there as the second pick. I'm not too sure who was seated higher. I think eGGz was seated higher. So this would have been Nina's pick if Nina was B, as it is AB.
I'm calling it gold expansion. I think eGGz is gonna get the gold expansion, and here in the bottom left corner of the map, the yellow Protoss player playing for Team Exxon on Golden Wall LE took out the first game with surprising tactics and Mass Phoenix. We have Nina.
And in the bottom right-hand corner of Golden Wall LE, we have the Colombian Zerg player representing Cosmos Esports. It's eGGz. Ooh, Nina with the very early probe scout does spot the natural and immediately backs off. Okay, interesting. What does that mean? What does that mean? I guess maybe Nina was worried about a proxy hatch, I guess. Just wanted to confirm that the hatch was on the other side of the map. Just, that's it. That's all she wanted. There.
Good luck, have proper manners.
Mm-hmm.
Gate to Nexus. Everything's pretty standard right now. Not really much to say. The overlords are just going out, hoping to get a scout. You know, hatch gas pull from eGGz.
Yep.
Only thing I want to know is who's gonna take what expansions next.
Yeah, I mean, on a map like Golden Wall, just like the name suggests, there are gold maps. There are 2 in total, 1 kind of on each side, but they are kind of risky to take because they can be accessed or harassed by the other side of the mineral line on the other side of the wall. So there is a lot of potential here for early gold bases. There's also a lot of harassment potential because you can gain access to the main base pretty easily as well from the other side. Nidus's can be used, as we did see yesterday, if you recall. As we saw Nidus Swarm host in a ZVP as well, I believe. That was the game that you kind of walked in on, if you remember.
Oh yeah. Whoa, what was that?
Double extractor trick. Because he was supply blocked. Okay.
Supply block. Okay. That was some fancy boy moves right there. But,
but yeah,
third from eGGz.
Yeah, there is no third. Meanwhile, we do have a Twilight Council coming out from Nina, so we're probably going to see some glaives, I imagine.
We also have a fast layer from eGGz.
Oh.
2-base layer.
Yo, we going to see some Nidus? We going to see some Nidus? Only one gas.
2-base Muta?
Oh, maybe.
No,
maybe. Yeah. I mean, if it was 2-base Muta.
Going in. Depth shading in. For the scout.
Scout.
For the scout.
Wow.
Sees the early glare. I don't know if Nina checked for a third, but she can suspect something fishy.
To be fair,
is at the gold actually.
Yeah, there is a third. Okay.
So, maybe a roach push.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. Meanwhile, Nina is getting a Dark Shrine of all things, as well as Blink, so no glaives, instead DTs, and there we have it.
Nice it up.
Yeah, boy.
Good spot. There's an overlord at the bottom left corner that eGGz sent out.
Yeah, if you remember, this is the same position. Remember the left-hand corner of the base. I know you weren't. I don't think you were there for the beginning, but that is a Nidus position that doesn't have any vision from like the main base. The main base buildings don't have vision of that area.
Yeah. great position for an Overlord to come into Nidus.
Ooh, full wall.
Is pretty solid. Full wall. Probably can just break a gateway if she wanted to get out. But Nidus is
There
going
it is.
down.
She has no vision. Oh no, she has vision. It's a little bit too much to the right.
DT came in.
Wow.
DT saves the day.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, even focusing down the Overlord as well, but...
Oh, she denies it, and only 2 queens come out. They could have transfused the Nidus fast enough. Oh, destruction.
Meanwhile, there are DTs here harassing at the natural, but an Overseer is being made, so Egg should be able to defend. And oh my god, there are so many Lings here. His plans were completely disrupted, and he's droning up behind this because of it. Yo, what is that upgrade?
I like that Blink DT.
What is that
play.
upgrade?
Fear Dragon would be so proud.
Someone add Fear Dragon.
I did not realize they shoot flames when they're upgrading. But this Overlord is getting denied, and this Nidus should be denied as well, hopefully.
Yeah, it's a fake. The Lings aren't even in the Nidus. It's just there to kind of just buy time. And meanwhile, a Nidus is being thrown down on the other side of the wall. Okay, interesting. And I quite like it because it's going to allow Eggs to harass this third base that Nina is taking on the south side.
I wonder why Eggs wanted to fake Nidus.
I have no idea.
Didn't seem like there was no point to it.
Yeah, it was weird. It was very odd. But yeah, we have all these things. All these Stalkers are going to get caught out. Blink is available, so micro cat potential is there. Meanwhile, DTs are on their way, and Blink is finished.
Oh, this is a sick move. She's going to blink into the main.
Yeah.
Oh, except for that. Oh, she's got it.
Oh, she's going to focus on the lair. Lair's going to go down. There's no way. 2 more volleys. One more. One more.
Transfuse? No transfuse? No transfuse. Lair does go down. The main. That is a big loss for Eggs. Eggs, no replacement layer just yet. Trying to deal with this Dark Templars running around. Finally getting Overlord speed. Body block. Possible body block. Oh, but no. Probably could have blinked out, I feel like. Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, if he gets a Nidus. If she gets a Nidus goes down. Another one is to be made.
No, but just getting out. Nina playing it super safe. Hatchery being remade in the main. Still no layer, I feel like. So,
yeah, no replacement layer. This is looking so bad for Eggs right now. And I love that Nina made a secondary wall here at the third base as well. Eggs was trying to do a Ling run by earlier, but Nina was ready for it here with the SimCity. And Eggs, like, what does he do from here? There's still no lair.
This is scary. Get out. Get
Wow.
out. Very smart. Using the terrain.
Wow. What a big brain. What a gigantic brain.
Biggest brain. NA-LatAm. Nina just putting on the pressure on her opponents. Smacking them down to the ground. Jesus. Step on me. What?
No wonder Nina picked this map. Because I'm pretty sure this was Nina's pick. Because Eggs has a higher seed. Because Eggs plays in more OSC events. So yeah, Nina does take game number 2, and now she's on match point.
It's disgusting.
Yo, we both predicted 3-1. Is Eggs gonna bring it back for a game? Is that what we're gonna see? Or is she gonna?
Maybe it's gonna be a proxy.
Oh, it's gonna be a proxy.
It's getting close to a 3-0. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of worried that that's gonna happen, but you know, I think Eggs might pull something out. I feel like could be possible.
Maybe.
Nina just destroys it right there.
I'm looking on stream right now, and we're seeing the moment. We're seeing the moment when Nina blinks. Oh my god. Beautiful.
So what do you think is gonna happen? What is it? Eternal Empire? What's it gonna be?
I wanna give it to eGGz. I think that game on Golden Wall itself is a weird map. You know, so you know, Nina was very prepared. Nina knew exactly what she was doing in that map, getting DTs, getting blink DTs as well, using the terrain to her advantage. Game number 1, eGGz looked, it could be deceptive, but eGGz looked like a better macro player, and was looking really solid. To be fair, that's also because Nina gave him the room he needed to do that. So I do feel like eGGz definitely has it in him to take a more standard, a longer game. I don't know if going for a proxy or going for like a 2-base roach all in or something like that is the best decision, but we'll see.
Well, here in this is match point.
Yeah.
For Nina. At the top right corner of the map, our yellow Protoss player playing for Team Exxon on Eternal Empire. It is Nina.
And in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Colombian Zerg player representing CosmOS Esports. It is eGGz.
I think it's going to be a Link Hydra pressure.
Ooh, could be. Or this time Nina is heading out across the map pretty early with this probe being annoying, denying the natural expansion. Immediately eGGz gives up on it and is headed towards the 3rd base location to get his natural base. So already Nina with, you know, with some nice
fucking probe, man.
Yeah. Yo, I told you can be aggressive with that probe, and you're like, oh no, you can't do anything. What are you gonna do? Throw a pylon down? Exactly what you do.
Listen,
you throw a pylon
when you
down.
said that last game, the probe was already there. The hatchery was already put down. What else do you want it to do?
Just get there earlier, just like this.
Then tell Nina to do that when she got there last game and she wasn't there. Right? I'm just saying.
So already a little bit of a win there for Nina, forcing eGGz into that 3rd base location. Does make it a little bit more difficult to protect, since, you know, creep spread isn't going to be ideal. It isn't going to be there as quickly to connect the bases to help defend. So we'll see if Nina does something, you know. We haven't seen Glaive Adepts from Nina yet in this series.
I don't think Nina does Glaive Adepts.
You think she's
Probably
above that?
Another Stargate. Another Stargate. Probably another Oracle and Phoenix. I would say that.
Yeah, I mean, we will see. So far, Gas hasn't... There we go. There we go. Gas is being taken. Oh, there it is. Stargate is on the way.
Look at me, just in the minds of the players.
Yeah, it looks like Nina's more comfortable with Stargate. You know, Nina is a more old school player, and Stargate openers have been around much longer than these newer adept builds. Yeah, pretty good.
It's like I just know. You know? Is that a full wall?
That is not.
That's a full wall.
Nah. There's room there.
I'm saying, but like at the south side, is that a full wall?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
It looks so odd.
It does look odd, but it is a full wall off despite what you see. And yeah, once again, we do have a Phoenix first. We're going to see Phoenix double Oracle once again. Meanwhile, eGGz on point with his Overlord scouting is able to spot the Stargate and should prepare accordingly. Already throwing down some spores. Oh.
Getting the drone. Teleported the depth.
Oh, could get another one.
Second. Nice.
Wow.
He's so good.
Third. Ah. Oh.
That was good.
Oh, third.
Got the third.
Mate. Wow. Wow. So
Show me the layer. Where's the layer, eggs?
there's nothing so far. There's nothing to see here. The layer is.
There is something to be seen there.
What is there to be seen?
There's a second Stargate on the way.
Oh my god, there's a second Stargate. There is an Overlord, but it's getting taken out as well, so scouting isn't gonna happen. Lynx try to get in, but they do get denied with the wall, and this could be dangerous, you know? Sometimes...
Are we gonna hass it up? 5 oracles?
Yes.
Ready.
It's happening. It's happening. We're gonna see. I assume we're gonna see mass orc. Yeah, we go. There we go. Oh boy.
His name has blessed RNGs in chat.
Oh my god, we haven't seen him in quite a while, but here he is. Haas with the Haitian Republic is here, embodied within Nina. Bunch of oracles are on the way. So far, eGGz has no idea this is happening, and it's so difficult to scout because of this Phoenix. This Phoenix is stopping all of the overlords from getting into the main base of Nina. Meanwhile, yeah, we don't even have overlord speed or anything to try and send an overseer in. Instead, we do have Lair finally being taken with roaches, but roaches, they can't shoot up.
No, they can't. So sad. Poor roaches. Just like struggles over Marauder, you know?
Yeah, one and the same. There is a single spore for each base, and there is one additional queen other than the one for each base, but that isn't going to be enough for all of these oracles. You need to be prepared for this. Without it, oracles, they can just dive in and they just obliterate a mineral line.
How many oracles?
Yo, we got 6 already, 2 more on the way. We're gonna have 8 oracles. We could have 10 before Nina finally moves out. My god.
Oh god, this is disgusting. Look at this. Look at these disco balls.
Is this how you're... Oh, it's gonna get spotted by the Ling. Ling spots him.
Ling spots him. Lucky Ling, but how is eGGz gonna prepare? I don't see any additional spores going down. I don't see Queen's being moved around.
Maybe eGGz didn't see it. Maybe he didn't see it with his own eyes. Maybe only the Ling saw it.
Didn't see it, and that's gonna be a problem because these oracles are coming in right
Yo,
now.
this could be it. This could,
their laser.
This could be the end. He pulls the workers. He's trying to escape. Oh my god, how many workers gonna go down?
Dude,
10, 12,
13. Hello?
Oh, the queens are here for the fence. 16 workers go down. A single oracle dies for it.
What? eGGz on the attack, sending out the roaches and the Lings to Nina's main. Nina does have this full wall still, so it's gonna be a little difficult for eGGz to kind of bust in. Stasis fields have been triggered. Oracles do come back. There are drones with this, trying to fight for the brood. But these roaches, again, can't shoot up. And so these oracles are just having a field day.
Wow. Oh, so ambitious as well, making Ravagers of all things, trying to continue to apply pressure. But behind this, eGGz is trying to remake his economy. He's droning up. He's got Hydrogen on the way. Nidus as well. We'll see if he can make that come to fruition. Ooh, nice round.
Nice surround. He uses the bile on that, I'm sorry, what? A carrier?
Why not?
That's one way to win the game. Void Rays and carriers have been popped out. The oracles are trying to recharge the energy to deal with this, but maybe they don't even have to use it. Nina does have everything defended. I don't think Nina lost a single probe that fight, just units.
Yeah, Nina's economy is looking so strong right now. Again, eGGz is pushing out with all these things, and he has to try and keep the pressure on and keep these oracles at home and stop them from being out here. I mean, there is a Nidus, so there is that as well. Oh, the wall's not a wall. He gets in.
Wall's not a wall. Lings do get in, but how much damage can they do? There's carriers all in the base. Nina does see the Nidus, so she should be prepared for it. You know, probably just gonna be waiting for the Nidus to pop up so she can just kill it and then just move on by. Only 7 probes killed throughout that whole run by.
it's better than nothing, you know, forcing the army back at home as well. It is nice. It gives eGGz breathing room to settle, to establish his 3 bases, which he still hasn't, by the way. Like, his third isn't even fully saturated. It has a bunch of gases that aren't being used. Hydra's on the way, as well as Hydra upgrades, which is nice, but he needs time to build them up. And I don't know if Nina's going to give him that time.
Oracles are coming back. More disco energy power.
Oh, God.
Maybe. Yeah, hopefully.
A couple of Hydras get picked off. A queen. Maybe another queen. There are additional spores here for defense. And Nina backs off.
No energy on the Oracles. Can't do much.
Yo,
gotta recharge.
Infestors are on the way. Infestors, they can do well. You know, neural, maybe.
You gotta research neural.
Yeah, you guys. So far getting the energy upgrade for the infestors. So fungals will help regardless, especially against the interceptors. And all of these oracles as well. So it's gonna be all about the fungals and the hydralisk positioning. Because right now there aren't that many hydralisks. But it does look like the carriers are moving out and they're gonna hit this natural.
I like how Nina's using carriers to do harass damage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use this dedicated harassment unit like all these oracles I have. Nah, I'm gonna move out with the carriers.
Oracles are the main unit. Carriers are the harassers. That did a good amount of damage though. Nine drones lost only for just a few minerals that the carriers have to use to build their interceptors.
Yeah.
And jeez, and I think a fungal was used as well, so that was just a waste of energy. Neuro is being researched. Nina is taking her 4th base as well, and she's got oracles heading out, more carriers coming out. How many more Stargates has she put? I don't think she put any more, but just 3.
Another.
Okay.
Yeah, just 3 Stargates, and we'll see how eGGz is able to defend. eGGz does have a good amount of infestors. Neural Parasite is still being researched though, and we could see some decent fungals. Microbial Shroud, is that an upgrade? Do you have to upgrade that? I've never used it. I mean,
I don't think so.
Okay, I mean, we're probably not going to see that anyway. I mean, it's, you know, we'll see. The Hydras are coming in. There aren't that. Oh, the Neural finished!
Neural finished, and got 2 carriers, but the inner oracles do get the
all the carriers! They're all getting caught!
Ooh.
Only one left!
That was a good comeback for eGGz. Still a long ways to go, in my opinion. That was what, four carriers, something like that. 4 or 5.
Four carriers got taken out, and that's a good first step for eGGz. eGGz did still lose a lot of workers there. Luckily, eGGz saved all of his infestors, and that's the important part. These infestors, their energy is so valuable in these engagements. Meanwhile, eGGz, he did get a 5th base behind this as well. So, you know, more or less relatively equal on bases, but eGGz still has to drone up to try and saturate everything. And yo, we've got double Spire on the way.
See, the thing now is that, is it good that eGGz has Neuro, or is it good that Nina knows eGGz has Neuro now?
I feel like that's a good point, where kind of the surprise of Neural has been wasted or has already been used up, right? Like, now Nina knows to be careful about that and is expecting that. And now to combat that, we do have all of these High Templar and Storm on the way.
Well, a lot of stasis fields being placed down. There was a Nidus network is being placed everywhere just in case reinforcements can be sent by eGGz. And I think eGGz is trying to push to the natural or just move around.
Yeah. Oh, actually, he's going up here, but the Nidus did get taken out. He was trying to rotate up to the north instead. Has to be careful. These infestors are a little bit vulnerable. Meanwhile, Greater Spire on the way.
eGGz was trying to do. It's cute.
Yeah, I liked it as well. He was trying to like draw the army over here to the right-hand side, go into the Nidus, and then go to the north and then counterattack. But unfortunately, that Nidus to the north, yeah, that base is fortified to say the least.
Where's the mothership? That's what I'm waiting for.
Yo, yeah, where is the mothership? That's weird. We do have a robotics bay on the way, of all things, so we'll be seeing more variety when it comes to the AoE available for Nina. But Nina is pushing out. Nina has to be careful though, because this army is kind of vulnerable to Neurals. Like, there's not a lot of beef in this army. It's Carriers and High Templar.
Alright, Robotics Bay. Disruptor or Colossus?
Colossus.
Disruptors.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I'm guessing it. Disruptors.
I like this. We do have Corruptors on the way as well. So a nice Corruptor Hydra combo with Infestors for support. So this is a pretty decent army, but again, like, you have to be so good when it comes to your engagements and your micro, just because of the storms that are available as well for Nina. Meanwhile, that Robotics Bay has finished, but still hasn't decided yet on what kind of robo units she wants to pump out.
What is that upgrade? Is that the Flux Veins?
I think that's Flux Veins. Is that Void Ray speed?
I guess so. That's the only other upgrade from the Fleet Beacon, right?
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, there was an engagement
Corruptors
here.
trying to attack the carriers, but storms will drive them back. This is really a scary fight. I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot of Hydras coming out in a Congo line trying to attack this base. That's a lot of cannons there, but it'll buy some time for Nina to recall her units into this.
Oh, but the Oracles are left naked.
Oh no, not the Oracles.
Yeah, the Hydras are pushed back and a bunch of the Oracles are sniped. So nice multi-prong there by eGGz. Oh, the Force Fields tried to catch out the Hydras, but they did all escape in the end.
Does that work?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, you can make a wall around the Nidus, right?
Yeah, but like, is the suck range of the Nidus bigger than what that was?
I don't know. I don't know how much a Nidus can suck. But we do have this forward. This is a very forward base being taken by Nina. It's right next to the natural of eGGz, and eGGz doesn't know. And eGGz should have known. Like, his army isn't in position, even though he knew that the army was in the top left corner of the map.
Yeah, Nina is going for a lot of carriers, a few Void Rays, Oracles everywhere, putting down Revelation, making sure she knows where the army is. Hydra's on the counterattack, going for Nina's natural.
I think this is
Nina
a mistake.
doesn't have recall just yet. It's on cooldown, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know how much these Hydras are going to be able to do. But it does look like Nina stopped applying pressure, just killed the natural. No, oh my god, the natural is still alive. What? All right, there we go.
There it goes. I think Nina is confident in this fight. She's gonna try to go for it. The Brood Lords are attacking the High Templars. This is why
the High Templar are getting sniped.
Yeah, this is why I was wondering where the mothership was, to be able to cloak the High Templars to keep kind of safe. But Hydra's still in the base, trying to be in queue by putting down the Niners to get reinforcements. But oh no, Kev.
Yeah, in the end, everything gets cleaned up in the main base of Nina. All the Hydralists do get taken out, and it's just Broodlords and Corruptors here. Where are the Infestors, by the way? I don't...
Infestors are right there, burrowed under the Broodlords.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There they
have
are.
Full energy, just waiting to be...
Yo, the Nidus is gonna get up. Nina doesn't have any units here. Nina's maxed out. Nina can't warp in defensively. But it looks like Nina is just establishing the base here. This is Nina's new base, new main.
She's conquering things like a real Protoss.
I do like all of these stasis traps defensively here surrounding the army to help out as well. But I'm kind of worried because
Nina's going for it? I think Nina's just going for it. Funkos are going down. Revelations on all the units to be able to see. Void Rays, Storms. Storms are not, they're okay, but they're not the best.
Storms are good.
Infestors have neuroed a lot of carriers and a lot of units, but Void Rays are too good.
Yeah, all the Infestors went down. Anymore. There's no anti-air. The Broodlords are left alone, but what are they going to kill? All the High Templar are dead. There's nothing for the Broodlords to do. They were a waste of supply. Meanwhile, there are Lings in the main base, but does it even matter?
JJ, yeah.
GG just before Blink DTs were done, were researched. That was on the way as well. Oh my god. GG, we have a new Battle of the Americas champion running that Royal Road. We have Nina with the 3-0 over eGGz. Wow. What a game. Congratulations, Nina. Congratulations, Exxon Gaming as well, for taking that win pretty convincingly. Even though it was a 3-0, to be fair, congratulations to eGGz for coming second, as top two do get paid out. This is an ESL Cup. It isn't winner takes all. So congratulations to both of these players. eGGz, he put up a pretty good fight that game. You know, there was that moment where he was able to snipe off four carriers as well, but at the end of the day, like, the Broodlords were kind of wasted supply. You know, like they could have been more corruptors, they could have been more infestors as well. It was a tough call deciding to send all of his Hydras into the main of Puck, because all of that supply just evaporated, and then he didn't have those Hydras for defense against the carriers as well. There just wasn't enough anti-air there for eGGz, and Nina was able to take that game.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a good attempt from eGGz to counterattack, but yeah, the main threat was like right in front of eGGz's base.
Yeah.
So, I feel like the infestors could have done a bit more, but I think they also got like destroyed and melted pretty quick. A few more corruptors at least would have helped tremendously, but
yeah.
Destruction.
Congratulations, Nina, for your first Battle of the Americas win. I hope to see you participate more often, as these are every week, every Saturday or Sunday, depending on where you are in the world. Sunday for the Southern Hemisphere, Saturday for the Northern. And yeah, you know, typically we see Cham win these. More recently, we have seen a couple of people take Cham out before the finals. You know, this week it was eGGz, you know, catching Cham completely off guard. And last week it was Paco Mike glaive adepting Cham to death. So yeah, we've been having a couple of new champions, which is cool to see. And again, I hope to see Nina in more of these, competing and even winning. Yeah. So, you know, before we head off, of course, also congratulations to Phoenix for winning that random raffle, that participation award, if you will. And Milk, who are you? Who are you, Milk?
I'm a nobody. Bot in chat, a whisper in the wind, the fart of a fly. Just someone who's around. No one important.
Sure.
Who are you, Light?
You can catch Milk at Milkncookiesss with 3 S's on Twitter, with 4 S's on Twitch, or the other way around. It's one of those combinations. Milk, he's a great guy. You know, he plays. He's like a what's the word? He's like a blatant weeb.
Sorry.
If you want to see Milkncookiesss play some anime related games, you can check out his stream. If you want to see Milkncookiesss cook, then check out his stream as well, or check out his YouTube, since he does have a video series called Cooking with Cookies. It is pretty sick. If you want to, you know, maybe learn something, if you want to have something on in the background, if you want to learn a new recipe, if you want to compare your culinary skills with this sous chef, then you can do so. Yeah, if you wanna tune in to more of me, Light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I occasionally stream ladder games. I'm on Twitter, and I typically retweet the events that I'm adminning or casting. You can find more of the both of us here on the CranKy Ducklings here on Twitch and Twitter, as we are live almost daily, pretty much daily, sometimes multiple times a day, casting as much StarCraft as we can. We kind of specialize in the Southeast Asian region as well as the North American region. You know, we cast Battle of the Americas every week. Yesterday we casted NA Apprentice Cup. We cast that every other week. It's bi-weekly. We also cast Spicy League. I don't know if you've heard about it. Spicy League is another NA based tournament where all of the NA players are essentially they draft their own teams and they play every week. We have players like Special, Future, Vindicta, Silky, all of the regular NA players. I don't think Nina's in it, but Katz is in it as well. So yeah, we do cast that every Thursday. That is casted by replays as the teams play throughout the week. You know, we will be live later on today in a couple of hours, actually. We'll be live, I think, in 4 hours with ESL Open Cup Asia. I won't be casting that. My voice is done for the day, but we will have some other Ducklings, Yakuzaku and Steel Mold live for that, as they will be casting, you know, more Korean-based StarCraft. We do have a couple of others show up. Jim Rising plays every week, which is cool to see. If you're a fan of Jim, he, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was last week, Jim actually made it to the semifinals, which was very surprising in a Korean tournament. It was crazy. But, you know, if you're into more Korean-based StarCraft, there is that as well. As I quickly check, when does that start? It starts in, jeez, it starts in 2 hours and 40 minutes. So I have to get set up for that as well, as I'm usually like the backup. I set up the stream for them and all that good stuff, and they cast. But yeah, again, congratulations, Nina. Congrats, Eggs. Shout out to Darking. If anyone knows him, Darking is the admin and organizer of this tournament. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have Battle of the Americas. And I think that's it for us for today. Milk, any closing thoughts?
Ciao.
Ciao. Gracias. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. And we will raid someone. Possibly Nina. I'll have to check. But yeah, stay tuned if you want to watch some more StarCraft.
Hasta luego.
Adios.